Good day, everyone. Ali is here from Safi Financial Network. Today is August 24th, 2023. Here is another daily analysis for today, S&P 500 daily chart. So I think we had a very, very nice call yesterday that I just warned everyone. We are getting into a danger zone. And if you didn't look at my previous analysis, yesterday analysis, make sure watch that video because the title is obvious. Like, danger zone is here, bounce is gonna be about to finish. So that was pretty solid video, I should say. I shouldn't say that, but that was pretty spot on the right time, on the right price. We short the market, especially yesterday after hours. We just short the market, Nasdaq. So we will get back to Nasdaq as well. But right now, S&P 500 just hit SMA 20. Some people are just working with moving averages. I don't. I'm just getting a last minimum confirmation from moving averages. But this is kind of like the supply area that we had a back test, and this is kind of like new QM pattern here. So it's kind of like confusing because double short on the left. But if you just take this one as a QM pattern, we just engulf this. Any pullback could be a nice selling opportunity. And we got it exactly at the right time at the same level for Nasdaq. So 44.50, I think that was the top for the market right now, or even we didn't get to the 44. Yeah, we got above this, and just SMA 20 on the 44.68, and then coming back down. So all in all, I should say we are getting into a danger zone tomorrow, and on Saturday, I believe Jay Powell will have a speech in Jackson Hole Symposium, which can give market volatility, especially on Friday candle. But all in all, volume for S&P 500 right now, it's around 80 million, which is not that high. Well, last sessions, I believe even this rally was pretty light volume, but today volume just picked up a bit, 80 million. Good volume, but not that strong reversal. But based on the price action and candle wise, I should say this is the top, guys. And we just make it here as a like intermediate top, and we should see some kind of like a volatility, especially when we are getting to the September-October timeframe. We should see more volatility, and volatility is going to pick up again. So well, we'll see how it goes. But any pullback to this area could be kind of like a bounce to this area and then coming back down here. So I'm just looking for 42.20 for S&P 500 to see if it closes a monthly close below this. Because if it goes below this, that's going to be pretty aggressive wild price action to the downside. So everyone needs to pay attention at this level, and we will see how it goes. Right now, S&P 500 is traded just 150 about it, so 43.72. But again, just keep an eye on this level, and we will get back to this one when we get to that certain point. So we'll see how it goes. Indicator wise, obviously we are at the sell signal. I was looking for, to be honest, this one is stretching up to the overbought condition. Then we can get back to the sell signal, but Nasdaq did. Nasdaq was kind of like confirming the sell signal, and that's why we got back into the short position in Nasdaq. Moving on to Nasdaq. So that was kind of like a rocket star for today, just because, let me just zoom in here for the chart. Perfect. So we talked about this danger zone, and I remember I was talking about this level and explain it a lot why this is important, because this is kind of like a pivotal point. We had a breakout coming down to this ending diagonal, pretty bad shape because it tricks everyone. Everyone just looking for another bounce like myself and then sell off. It ripped to the downside. So when it rips to the downside, any pullback could be a fantastic selling opportunity. And fair enough, we had this level, we just work on this. Together we work on this and explain it, and 15,420 to 15,500, I said that is going to be maximum stretch of the Nasdaq. We didn't get to that level even. So we got into this area, and 15,283, that was my certain point for giving a shot for a short position. Fair enough, we had a nice candle to the downside. This black grew after exhaustive candle to the upside. So this is exhaustive, no lower shadow, no higher shadow, just the Maribozu to the upside. And when this happens at the end of the upside move, that would be exhaustion candle or exhaustive candle. And we had some same scenario even for the downside, something like this. So it's not a clean candle, but when you have like an extreme moment going up, when you see Maribuzu on the top, that would be kind of like the exhaustion candle. And this exhaustion can follow through with a very, very sharp sell-off. And this pattern works out today. We're coming back down, and I believe we are just going to test this low. After this testing this low, we can see a bounce and then coming back down here to 14,200. I believe 14,200 is going to be a good level for Nasdaq to make a decisive moment if it wants to have another bounce, or it can go lower. I believe we will have a choppy, sloppy market going down to this 14,200. Then we will see a solid bounce, and everyone is getting, okay, bear market is over, but I think we are just getting back to this area for a sharp sell-off, and that would be kind of like a shaking out lots of people out of the market. This is not the scenario of forecasting. Again, I'm just telling you in every single video, this is kind of like the analysis and the roadmap that I'm following. But obviously, when price action changes, I'm going to change my roadmap. I'm not going to head into the curve because I believe that's going to be the way. So we just need to be flexible. We just need to go day by day, week by week with the market to see how market is steering us. Right now, it's going down, and probably it's going to just double test this area, probably stretch down to 14,400 to 14,200. That's going to be the level. Dow Jones, it was kind of like a positive early session, but look, this bearish consolidation forms out pretty nicely. If you remember, I was talking about this bounce and then coming down, but seems like didn't work out, and it just go down straight after this bearish consolidation. And Dow Jones can hit this level, so it can go down to test this pivot. This is going to be a breakout level. This is going to be a nice demand. But if it consolidates here, I should say Dow can go here to test this area, and this 32,100 to 32,000. I believe 800, this area could be a nice reversal signal for the Dow Jones. I'm just looking for this as like a buying opportunity. Still, I'm just keeping my money on the side and just sit on the side and see how it goes for now. We'll see how it goes. Moving on to some individual names, starting with yield as usual. So yield had the uptick today. Nice uptick, but it was pretty narrow. So it's just a holding up for now, and everyone is waiting for a Jackson Hole Symposium. See how Mr. Powell is gonna just trigger the market. If it rips up to the upside, that's gonna be a put lots of pressure on gold and treasuries. But yielded uptick today, treasury didn't do very bad. So it was just a hiccup. As I said, this area is very, very important. We need to have a technical reaction to this. Still, consolidation could be a good price action though. We can see another spike up to here. So we will see how it goes for treasuries. Treasuries, basically, people are just getting back into this. Gold had an uptick today. It's pretty nice to see gold holding up pretty well. So if we have a consolidation here for next 2-3 days, then we can see another spike to the upside, and it's going to just pop to 1937.77. That's the number that I'm looking for, to be honest, for the first target. We are long in gold, so nicely hitting our second target today, and I'm just looking for more upside for gold. Gold, I think the bottom has been nailed for multi-months. Crude, nice positive day, just holding up this area. Nice rejection to this trend line. We need to see a kind of like a forming a base for crude. I believe crude can have another pop to here. If it's going to be a double top going down, or if it's going to just rip up to the upside. So we will see how price action is going to form today or after that. But today was pretty nice. So VIX uptick today. So 3% gap down, but look at that. So 3% to the upside. Pretty nice price action for VIX. I believe this is kind of like the bottom information. You can sell put position in VIX here in this area, because I believe VIX will get to this area before getting back again to the downtrend. Right now, VIX is showing kind of like a volatility is going to pick up. Dixie had a positive day, so Dixie just smashed up this trend line to the upside. I thought that that's going to be the end, but seems like no, it doesn't. And Dixie just running over to the upside. This means money is going to US dollar, gold, and treasury at the same time. So risk-off assets are kind of like in a good shape right now, like a gold, like a treasuries, and risk-on asset like stock market. They're just blooming to the downside. Moving on to technology, which is a technology indicator, or our favorite one, Magma. Nice engulfing candle on the top. So here, just to go to SMA 20, this candle gives me that we are just heading down for more levels. So probably 800 or 900 area, that could be the bottom formation for Magma. Moving on to Apple, 2% downside, pretty wide price action. Apple just got pretty close to our first target here, but didn't get precisely, just a dollar or two I was off, and then roll over to the downside. This is my area as I show here for Apple for a nice buying opportunity. Still, we are far away. Amazon, nice candle to the downside. This engulfing tells me that probably we are going to just break down to here, and probably that's going to be the level. Let me just show you. Amazon can go all the way down to test this area. So 113, that's going to be the level. 107 is going to sit at here for a while, so we'll see how it goes. We can just stretch this trend line as well. So that would be great area for September, October timeframe. We'll see this bottom information here. But downside move is confirmed for lots of stocks, individual stocks and indexes. Meta is the next one. Nice candle to the downside, $7.49. Microsoft, $7. Look at the candle. This engulfing tells me that the top is here, and we should just see this one is getting hammered by, I should say, the time frame is going to be September, October again. So everything is heading to the downside these days, especially in technology. Nasdaq could have like ugly days. Google, look at the candle. So Google failed the upside move right now, just 2%, $2.59 to the downside. Netflix, 4%, 4.82% to the downside. This QM pattern can engulf this at 396. It can go lower. Tesla, 2.88% to the downside, $6.82. And Tesla, this bullish consolidation can fail to the downside. Semiconductors, yesterday price action was pretty aggressive, especially with NVIDIA earning. I think everything is finished now for AI. The bubble burst, and we should see this burst is going to end to the tiers. So semiconductor, look at the candle, the type of candle you can see here. To be honest, I didn't find this candle on top, just this one. And whenever we got this candle, look what happened. Look what happened after that. So NVIDIA is going to be a leader for this, and we will get that to that one. SOX, the same pattern. Again, on the top, we saw this candle. Any backtest to middle of this candle could be a selling opportunity. I should say this is going to be very, very optimistic bottom. It can go lower to 390. TSM, $1.69 to the downside. Look at the candle. This one can go all the way down to here. And next one, AMD, we just crushed it with a put option. Fantastic, 50% just in 2 days. We got into trade in this, and today we just closed it, rolling over to another position. I'm not going to disclose it just because it's for my member, but I think we're going to make money out of that one as well. So NVIDIA, look at the candle today, popped up even after hours, goes down to 467. NVIDIA can easily getting down to 320, and even, I should say, 248 to 273, that's going to be a possible option. Why? Because NVIDIA can go higher. When it turns down, it's going to turn down very, very badly. So look at that. So this happens when NVIDIA just a rollover. And this is not the first time. Look at that. So when it goes higher, just imagine you're trading this going up, up, up. And then in 2021, it just crashed here to SMA 200. And this one as well. So it's just popping up here in 2020, going all the way down to SMA 200 on a daily basis. Right now, SMA 200 is here. So it's 280. So just imagine if this crashes to the downside, can go all the way down here when this SMA 200 is getting close to this gap, probably 300 area. That's going to be a possible scenario for a bottoming formation. Right now, NVIDIA is 485. So you're talking about more than 40% to the downside. So just buckle up. This one is coming down the road. Texas Instruments coming down sharply. Look at the type of candle. This candle can end up to engulf this pivotal point to the downside as well. Lam Research, 3% to the downside. All semiconductors went up, gapped up, and then boom, or I should say kaboom, coming down. XLF, next sector, shooting a star on here. So it's not a good price action, not a bad, not a good, but rejected. Buyers cannot enforce the price higher. So it's just rejected to the downside. You can just mimicking around here and we'll see how it goes. KBE, not a bad price action and a positive, but again, shooting a star here. We need to see a bottom formation or basing formation. KRA 20 cents down, up, not a bad price action. JP Morgan 14 cents down. Goldman Sachs $2.37 and failed the hammer, obviously, and Bank of America 17 cents. Not a bad price action for Bank of America compared to the other one, Wells Fargo. Is shooting a star, can end it up to the lower low, probably slightly lower low to just fill this gap and then roll over to the upside. So we'll see how it goes. GDX, which is a GoldMiners ETF, this one just forming up pretty well. Consolidation can jump a price to the higher price to 31 to 32. GDXJ, the same pattern, doji bar, nothing spectacular, nothing bad, nothing good. AEM 6 cents, just the downside doji bar. NEM 13 cents, downside doji bar. Again, Franco-Nevada 78 cents down, Goldberry 14 cents down. So it's not a bad price action compared to this sell-off, an ugly sell-off in technology. Today, GoldMiners actually did very well. XLE, which is energy, 60 cents down. XLE needs to form up the bottoming formation, I believe. It needs to have some kind of like a consolidation or digesting the recent move, because it has a marvelous move since May until now. So it needs to have a digest and needs to have time. OIH at $3.91 down, 80 cents for Exxon, Chevron $1.31, and Oxy 47 cents to the downside, reaches 26 down. And I didn't get to this because I think this one fell the reversal. It can go lower to this level. So probably $7-ish. We can just get back to this one and we will see how it goes. Okay, I believe I covered everything. We had fantastic August trading, and lots of people are asking for educational sessions because it's been a while that I didn't come up with educational classes. I will just, I'm in process of moving to my new place. When I settled, when everything gets done, probably in this October, November, we will start educational sessions again. So make sure come to our channel, which is Safi Financial Network. It is in Telegram platform. I will get more information down there. So we will see how it goes. Have a fantastic rest of your day. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.